Oh, no. Spotlight's still here. Okay, Spotlight's still here, and there's okay. So Monday, and this is a Tuesday pack, which we normally get. Do we normally get a Tuesday and Monday, Friday and Tuesday pack? Okay, so we have no, so far nothing popped up for Spotlight. Today's Tuesday and Monday there was no cards, so I don't think there's gonna be like a weekly player we can get like there was in the past where you play like 5 weeks in a row, get that weekly player, then you get like this little grand prize like Bill Russell. If you guys remember how that Diamond Bill Russell came about, well, let me just show you guys real quick. It's just something interesting. I just noted that no, not here. A spotlight reward. So remember, you completed one, you get Diamond Bill Russell was the first guy. Also, Vladik and Sean Marion, which I don't remember getting. Oh, I do remember getting Sean Marion. He was just not really that great this season. We got some evos. This was actually pretty cool. These evos were actually pretty good. I just never stuck around to finish evo on them, but they were actually pretty good. Baines was pretty good. Yeah, they all just were pretty good. I go into details about them. But anyways, we're here. As you may know by the title, we're gonna talk about get some Chris Paul gameplay. We're gonna talk about Chris Paul. I just bought him, and he actually is. I guess I'm already like since he's up here, my top other two cards, he must be a top three card. So, just shows to show you that he is an elite card. He's dang near a dark matter card, but not there. He actually and he's not a dark matter card while missing a bunch of stats. Now, let's get into the stats. We're gonna play a little bit of Trooper Threat online just to get a good feel of how he plays in real games and things like that. Instead of playing, I mean, it wouldn't be bad to play unlimited since he is the point guard and he can't get a lot of attention. But I just prefer to play um Triple Threat online when I showcase a card. So, anyways, 99 for both offense and defense. 6 foot. Now, this is the biggest problem with Chris Paul. It's his size. Now, I played a couple games. I just bought him today, and I played a couple games. And I'm a big Chris Paul advocate. Like I always like to play with this card. I'm a big fan of him in real life. Things like that. So Chris Paul, anytime. Like last year, I had every single Chris Paul card, and there was like at least 6 or 7 of them. And I had every single one. And there was one he got from the All Star game, and he had like one lob in that All Star game last year, and he caught a lob last year in the All Star game, and they gave him like a 99 dunk or something, like or 90 some dunk. He was literally like a what's this? I'm trying to think of like I want maybe like a Spud Webb type, an Allen Iverson type. They just he was just postering people at a really small size, so he was really great. Now but yeah, so I'm just a big fan of Chris Paul. So it's I love to get any like I always use his car. Like people always write him off like his size he's too small. And this year that doesn't matter too much except for because Magic Johnson hasn't been this good this year. I don't run into a lot of Magics, and maybe people just don't like his release. He's not really the greatest shooter. I've ran into one that was cheesing really hard with Magic, but other than that, it was just hard to recreate what he was doing. People rarely use big point guards and kind of usually just stick to the 6'3" guys like Curry. John Wall came out recently, so there's just a lot of people that you're just kind of sticking to. So let's just get into stats, man. I'm talking enough. Driver level 97. Post fade, it doesn't really matter. But post fade is low. All his post stuff is kind of low, except post move. So he may be able to get a post spin here and there. Draw fouls kind of low in my opinion, especially at his size. You would want him to pretty much get fouled anytime he gets contact, but that won't be the case since it's only 85. Now that's a little bit kind of off, but get to his shooting 95 and 95 from mid range and three. Now this is not that impressive because consider most cards that come out right now are gonna probably be 95, 93. Anything that's below a small four is probably gonna drop with a 95 three ball if they're known to be a decent shooter. If a card drops today, known to be a decent shooter, they're probably gonna be at 95, 94 in that range. Pretty much. So throw a shoe on him, and you have a good coach, and he'll basically be at 99 for three ball. Now driving dunk 80. So this year he actually did still get a solid driving dunk, and this isn't that bad. But considering this is the same driving dunk as De'Aaron Fox, Pink Dom De'Aaron Fox, which is actually a much better dunker as we know than Chris Paul. But that De'Aaron Fox is yeah he has an 80 driving dunk. So if Chris Paul has an 80 driving dunk, they're both gonna. It's a pretty solid one. Like a lot of cards, like we can go back and look at some early LeBrons have 80 driving dunks. So 80 is a pretty solid number to be at for driving dunk. And I have. So I'm gonna talk about a little bit of my in-game experiences. He does make anything open. If it's wide open, he's gonna dunk it. Wide open, he's gonna dunk it. Other than that, like you can expect him to dunk on wide open. So you don't gotta worry about him getting his late every he goes up for a layup every time it gets blocked. He's gonna dunk wide open stuff. So if you give him space, he's gonna go up. So don't worry about him getting blocked. And actually, the smaller you are, and your dunks are gonna be a little bit more basic. So he's gonna come up with a really basic dunk that's gonna be really really hard to block. Now, if you know nowadays, the easiest way to get blocks on a dunk is when they start doing some really flashy animation, and sometimes they just throw the ball right into the defender and things like that. So with a Chris Paul, he's not gonna miss too many dunks. If he's wide open, he's just gonna probably be able to get a nice little quick dunk in. So that's kind of good to have, especially when you're playing with a smaller point guard that you're really fearful of them getting blocked constantly on like drives and things like that. So he's pretty solid there. If he's got space, he's going up, he's slamming it, and we're gonna see that. Hopefully, we're gonna get to see that here. Ball handle. I think his ball handle should be 99. I think his passing, all that. I think this playmaking area in general, passing, all his passing stats should be 99. Ball handle should be 99. Accuracy, IQ, all that should be 99, in my opinion, honestly. But again, I'm kind of biased here. Defense, lockdown, literally interior, perimeter. Interior is actually not that bad at 78. So if they're not like a if they're like a Shaq or someone that's just really dominant in the post, I probably contest, but I think with his size, it won't matter too much. So hopefully we don't get any people that do that. And if we do, we're just gonna foul and reset the play for them. Okay, so 98 speed, so pretty much as fast as it gets. You don't really notice that. There's no real difference between 99 and 98, so he's pretty much almost max speed. And you won't even notice it, even if he had that extra one boost, which you probably will get inside the game. You probably will be 99 inside the game. Because, if your player does something good and gets a little bit of hot, all his stats start to kind of go up a little bit. So he'll probably be 99 in the game. And since he's so small, he feels super quick. And note this too, just because a player's stats say 99 speed doesn't always mean that they're going to move like the same every night. So Chris Paul at 99 speed would be faster than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar at 99 speed. So keep that in mind. So his size and speed, he's actually quick. So he actually even feels quicker than John Wall to me. So just kind of something to note. But his speed is definitely there. Consistencies are there as well. 99 defense and 99 offense, and this is rare actually. And I didn't even catch this until just now, but this is actually rare to have both those consistencies that super high. Oh, lateral quickness 98 as well. Vertical 82, strength is kind of 80. So I mean, like I said, he's not gonna get completely bullied around, but it's gonna. You just don't want to run into too many switches. Hopefully, that's not really a problem. But a lot of badges here. Let me just anything noticeable. Obviously, Dimer. Wait, did he have catch and shoot? Yeah, catch and shoot. No corner specialist. I might add that to him. It's just depending on how well he does. I may start adding a couple badges to him. I know I'm gonna keep him for domination. I want this card for domination for sure. I may not. I may not keep him past that, but I know I want him for domination, and I may start using him for unlimited. But I do have John Wall, so if I known this card would come out, I probably would not have grinded for that John Wall. But at the same time, this card, I don't know if he's better the John Wall or not yet. Just a quick first step, that's pretty noticeable. Tight, unpluckable, obviously, tight handles. Obviously, we're respecting those. Deadeye, that's actually unexpected. Deadeye and range extender. So I feel a little bit more confident shooting later shots now. I know he has Deadeye. And I'm more confident shooting a little bit further now. I know he has range extender. I played a couple games with him and didn't even know half his badges. So floor general, volume shooter. No corner specialist yet. Trapper, so some bailout. Bailout only on Wow, bailout only on GOAT. That's kind of weird. Hazon Hunter, nice to see that though. And Pump Fake Maestro, Pass Fake Maestro, Pogo Stick. Nice to see he has Pogo Stick. If it was on Hall of Fame, that would be a lot better. Let me see. I'm not gonna throw any badges on him yet because obviously, I don't know if I really want to keep him. I just got him today. So far, okay. So I played 3 games and we lost 2 before this video. So, but let's get into it and see how it goes, man. Like I said, things to note. I mean, he's a lockdown defender, so you can't blow by him or nothing like that. If you're a ball handler, you're probably gonna get shut down by Chris Paul. So that's one thing I like about him. His defense won't really let you down. It's just you just don't want him. It's just yeah, certain times having a Chris Paul does backfire, but if you can utilize his advantages over his thing like so here, for example, we're gonna have like a Zach Levine, whoever we go against is probably gonna get shut down defensively. Wiggins is gonna probably be their biggest player, so I'm assuming Wiggins will be going against. I don't gotta worry about Wiggins, but I mean, I expect Chris Paul to be able to guard even opals and things like that. So yeah, so Clay, oops, a slip up there. He missed. All right, that's fine. Shooting this season has seemed to kind of what? All right, yep. So I was gonna say it looks like this one was gonna be a dunk, but he wasn't that open, but still green anyway. One thing too, like I said, a really elite passer. So you might not notice this type of thing, but when you have a really high passing stats, you pass the ball really quick and really accurately. So it's a lot of things you do that will help you when you have a good passer. Ah, that's such a weird blow by. Like he should have dropped the ball. Should have dropped the ball. Almost, I kind of slide sniped him there. I'm just straight up blow by him here. Not a dunk there, but that's fine. Don't need no need to be flashy in that situation. But this is actually the most I've seen him lay the ball up. If that's if to be honest, so hopefully that's maybe good to hear for some people. He actually hasn't even like laid the ball up twice in a game. Most time I go in, he just straight up dunks it. It's the first time I've seen him like just lay it up consistently. So here, nice easy pass. I don't have to do too much this game. This guy like if he was like a lockdown defender ish player, this would suck. And then right there, I mean nothing I can do there for anybody. But I wish that this animation didn't happen. So there's a dunk right there for anyone wondering how well does he dunk. There you go. I'm gonna start shooting if possible. Just to demonstrate his shooting ability. Wiggins. Well, I'm not able to get any stops here, which is bad. Let's say it was a good time to shoot. Which I shouldn't have done that shot because lately off shooting off the dribble has really been bad lately on triple threat, and it might be any on multiplayer mode. But if you shoot off the dribble, it is not as easy as it was in the past. Like you could make a lot, and players are getting really good, and I understand why because players are getting so good that ah, I'm wish with Paul there. Ooh, okay. See, that's the type of layups we don't want. I was actually expecting like a poster animation there, but it would have went in if it went for the double team. But it's exactly what you're trying to avoid 24/7. Are those pesky blocks? Because if he goes for a layup, he's super low to the ground. It's not hard to contest that at all. Yeah, just barrage of fouls here. Let me just shoot that. Yep. Green with Paul with a slight contest. Like I said, did I? Well, that wasn't really range, but he does have range and things like that. He has a super easy release, but it's not super greenable. It's like I just can't green with it consistently though. And obviously his animation, his SIGs are really solid to me as well. But I can pretty much dribble with anybody if I'm being honest with myself here. Yep, he blew it. So there, Wiggins. If Wiggins chose to go up, it actually probably would have been a poster. That's the one fatal flaw about Paul is his size, especially under the rim like that. Getting caught in something like that would have just been an easy bucket if he just decided to go up. But he just smart, just in case he might have got ripped in the air. I don't know, but he decided to play smart there. So good pass from Paul, but also good better cut from Kawhi. Ah, that one three I missed with Paul's it might cost me the game because I have yet to be able to stop this team for some odd reason. I have no clue why. They're not that great or anything, but I just have yet to put the clamps on them. Here, just a big mismatch. Honestly, if I wanted to really go at Clay this whole game, I could have, or not Clay. Who's guarding me? So there it is. Is Paul gonna be clutch? Yep, Paul's clutch. So not even intentionally either, but Paul. Yep, and I thought it bounced off his leg. It wouldn't have been no point of diving for that, but still a very clutch. It would have been a clutch steal there. So here he's trying to bag down Paul. Didn't work. Nope, too much space. Yep, close that out. Good good game. So one thing noticeable there by Paul, he was getting his buckets real easy. I did have a big mismatch, so I'm not really gonna talk too much about that. But did do want to note, like, you're gonna get open threes no matter what. He made like two out of the three threes he made. That first miss did put us kind of in a bad spot, but either way, I just wanted to point out that he does hit his shots consistently if you know his release well, and his super easy. Like I said, two out of three, and everything else was just pretty easy. Three dunks, like I said, he does dunk consistently. I'm just trying to show you guys everything that maybe people may have some eyebrows about Chris Paul. Like, does he dunk well? Does he shoot? Is he? And that's one thing too. Like, all right, if you're gonna be a small point guard, I need you to make almost every single time you shoot the ball, it's got to go in. So you can expect if you know his release, he's gonna probably make 80% of his shots. So I don't think you're gonna have any problems with that. If you're a good releaser now, if you're just kind of off in every shot, and if you don't like his release, it might be a problem. He has a slight. It's not super slow, but it's like his average release at this point in the game because most releases are super darn quick. But his is at a speed where I like it because it's easier to time. It's not too slow and it's not too fast where you have to make like if you have any like lag or delay or something, that can throw you way off. But it's just at that really perfect speed to me, where it's like not too quick. And I've used to have his release. Like I said, I'm a big real life fan, so I used to have his release as back in the day as my player, so I'm really used to his release if I'm being honest. But it changes every slightly though. Every 2K the release is like LeBron. I'm used to LeBron's release, but like it changes every so often. So it's one of them things that you still got to get used to. But I'm just used to kind of seeing at least the form anyway. So anyways, another game. I really could throw John Wall in here instead of Kawhi, but I'm gonna leave how it is. Yeah, I don't want to get too small. I don't want to play too, but John Wall was my Chris Paul on the team before it became Chris Paul. I just really want to see how well Chris Paul does. Was solid though, definitely solid. So this is really so Chris Paul really has to for me for me to like leave him on my team permanently, or at least for Triple Threat Online. I don't mind leaving him on my domination team because he's probably gonna be there. Michael Jordan, this guy must have pulled Michael Jordan because his team doesn't. He has like two free cards in a dark matter Michael Jordan. And yeah, that just doesn't add up to me. So I'm either assuming he got lucky and pulled that Michael Jordan, or he just really likes like it's just no way he's playing if he can afford a dark mark on Michael Jordan and be playing with Kevin Love. So it just doesn't add up. Oh, thank goodness that I don't have to guard Michael with Chris Paul. One thing, like I said, he is a lockdown, but people that drive frequently, those are the ones like I don't like Chris Paul's great against guys like Curry, um, Lillard, guys like that who we know are gonna interesting guys we know who are gonna just like really shoot the ball a lot. He's gonna stop all of that. But another thing too is I noticed that Chris Paul he's so small that his contest a lot of times. Let me see. That was kind of a very bad shot, but his contests aren't really light a lot of times. Where like I'm almost in a defender's face, but it says like 3 or 2% contest. Look at that animation. Nice. It's Very aggressive animation. So you're just kind of, doing a little hand checking almost. It's like it's kind of my new term for fouling, just to kind of get him in a certain position, but not intentionally trying to foul. Like that foul, it's not intentional. It's just me trying to force Jordan to do something that kicks him out of his dribble animation or dribbling rhythm. So like before he can like either blow by me, and things like that. There it is. I was gonna say we both jumped at the same time. Yeah, Chris Paul's quick wit's a very lethal dunk stat, so it just makes him very much lethal. Like the John Wall, like I said, the John Wall's taller, 4 inches taller, faster, and has a better three ball rating. So and better dunk rating. Chris Paul's a better defender, not like interior wise, but like everything you need out of a point guard, he's a better defender. And I just feel like the buckets come easy with Paul. Like there's the buckets just really just come easy. I don't have to like keep shooting a bunch of outside shots. I can go in with him. Just a lot of things. I should say love. That's the reason like love is consistent. Really hasn't never really been. He's just hasn't even been consistent. Even the day he dropped, he was a bad card. So it's just no way he's playing with Michael Jordan and not because he just didn't win him or something like that. Ah, what am I doing? Ooh, get that Kawhi. Ah, if he makes that, I'm done. Oh, I'm sick. I knew Love was gonna start clutching up when I started talking about him. There it is. I was gonna say. Ooh, terrible release. Still went in. I got built out there. Terrible release by Kawhi. And it's one thing I wanna. If you have a Kawhi and you don't use him, I know why. His release is very iffy, very much iffy. So here I'm just gonna kind of guard the three. If he drives, okay, he drives. But I'm not. I'm done. Like I have the lead now, so I just gotta maintain it. He's probably gonna force a three, and if he doesn't, that is fine. I saw the pass coming, but I thought Robinson would stick to his man. So Paul with the clutch up, so he clutched that with a hand and heavy, like not a heavy. That to me, that's a heavy contest because most of the time, if it's a light contest, it's usually off. So very nice to see Paul clutch that in there. Good. Jeez, stay on. Ah, oh, and that was a three. Are you kidding me? I really wish Kawhi didn't block that. Wow. So crazy. That is clutch by Jordan. Let's see if Paul can clutch this. Yep, Paul's elite, and he can quit. That's Paul. This Chris Paul card's elite, dude. I don't. We don't get one more in. I was planning to do three anyway, but I didn't. I thought we'd get some. We couldn't get no quits today. I was hoping we'd get a couple quits here and there. But yeah, that MJ, like he's mad at me, or he quit. Maybe he thought that was not the greatest of shots with Paul, but he took a fadeaway with MJ in the corner and knocked it down. Which I'm not even surprised when I saw he got that shot off in time. I said it's probably a 50-50 on this shot. Probably a 50-50. But anyways, yeah, good game from there. Um, yeah, so far, man, Chris Paul's doing the thing. Like if he's not like one thing too I like too since he was going to Jordan there, it gave me just an opportunity to really just score with Paul. Like I didn't have to worry about defending with Paul or things like that. Now, like I said, that is kind of bad that like you don't even want Paul to be defending most of the time, but a lot yeah like I said, it's just a lot of times easier to it's someone like that Michael Jordan who gonna cut in a lot. He's gonna cut in, and one thing like I said about Paul is he has to stay tight on you for him to get a good contest. So if he comes late, his contests are really low percentages. Like if he comes super late with just a hand up, it's going up another Paul. Interesting. If he comes super late, and I wonder what I should look at what Chris Paul. Never mind. It's just gonna throw my game off. I know he has some XP challenges, requirements or whatever. But if I look at him now, it's just gonna throw me off. It's another Chris Paul, so that's fine. I like to run into other Chris Pauls. I get to always school people that use the same player as me. It's always fun to do. And this is a good time for me to like see what I can do. Like what weaknesses can I exploit from, or what can I see not to do what he does with his Chris Paul? Like what's something? Um, even wow, that's not. I always hate to get blocked by a Sapphire. Not great. That's something I was not expecting, but so let's see here. Okay, see Paul, no, like almost no contest down there. I went up intensity there, even though it was like pretty heavy fortified down there with like two defenders. Easily could have backfired. So okay, I mean I just gotta watch the drives. I guess he's not. They're just not gonna make too many shots. That's just a cold fact. Like they're just not gonna. If I test any shot at all, it's gonna just be off. So you don't gotta worry about that too much. Except for Paul. Paul, I do have to worry about. He has pogo stick. All right, he just kicked out. Good deal. Well, let's see it. And one thing too, early game, early year Paul, Chris Paul, like he's usually an elite mid range shooter. So sometimes when I get Chris, like when on day one drops, Chris Paul's okay. Just because there's no other super cheesy point guards out. Usually mid year he before everyone can just really do everything super great, like before go karts and before like just you know everyone has like the same 10 players and things like that. Um, Chris Paul is just like a solid mid-range shooter, like he or and passer, like playmaker. You just cut in with him and then you just pull up for like a midi. Ah, good foul. I should just probably shot it. That's what happens when you only have go. Okay, so he can't really go up on big players like Robinson. That's good to see. Cause I want to see how Chris Paul would react to going against me. Okay. Oh, he greened that, and he's cold with a. Oh no, that wasn't the Sapphire. That wasn't Dilo. Mid range. Yep. Love to see it. Another thing too, I think is will make him elitist is pull up. If I can hit that consistently, I'm yep, nice, nice D. Oh my, what? Okay, this is actually an unexpected amount of. Okay, he just blew it. As unexpected amount of turnovers from passes. I thought pretty much with his just the way his accuracy bailout, I thought he probably wouldn't make up. He probably wouldn't miss any passes. But like I said, I am passing out of shots, so that does kind of drop my, I guess accuracy and things like that. But It's very surprising to see like any type of. Okay, so yeah, good defense. You can't go up with Paul. Okay, good to see. He doesn't really just like poster things like that. So it's actually a good thing we ran across another Paul. I just want to see how well I could defend Chris Paul and what not to do when I'm like playing with him. Like if he got lucky and got a couple of posters, I would know. Okay, well if I got the space, I can poster people. But it looks like I won't be able to poster anybody. That's one thing it's looking like. Unless I just really got the angle or something like that. Okay. All right, good D by Paul. Right in the face too. I don't see. He's yet to really get a red contest for me. Paul has yet to really just get a contest that is super super good. I've yet to see him just well, yeah. And who got shot on by MJ? Was that Paul? I should have paid more attention. Who did MJ fade on in that corner? I can't remember if it was Paul or yeah, because Kawhi got the block, so that was Paul. So no, yeah, I think since Paul's so small, they didn't really probably even get a good contest on that MJ either. So just a lot. I feel like he's so small. His contest does like it does become a problem at times if that makes sense. But I think this point in the year, you don't really got to worry about someone trying to take advantage of a mismatch. Because at point in the year, everyone has a certain play style. They're either gonna shoot a bunch of threes, or they're gonna cut in every single play. Like they're gonna take straight layups, or sometimes you get players like me that I do a mix of kind of both. But like I don't at this point, like your play style either works or it doesn't. So you're not to take advantage of every small little mismatch. Now back in the day, like when the game first dropped, when triple threat was super slow to play, like playing triple threat was almost boring because you couldn't shoot the ball at all. So before that,